Are you familiar with Nazi T4 euthanasia, the program which allowed for mercy deaths of individuals deemed incapable of work, including individuals suffering mental illness? Or have you heard about the rape of Nanking, where Japanese troops brutally slaughtered and sexually raped thousands of Chinese civilians during World War II? Today we look into one individual, Josef Megele, known as the Nazi psycho doctor or angel of death. Born in Günzburg, Bavaria, Germany on March 16, 1911, Josef Megele grew up within his father's company called Firma Karl Megele & Sohn. Though little is known of his childhood life, as soon as Megele reached adulthood, he pursued two fields of study at university: philosophy from Munich's Ludwig Maximilian University, where Alfred Rosenberg played an influential role, medicine at Goethe University, Frankfurt, before going on to complete a PhD degree specializing in physical anthropology, studying biological basis of human behavior as well as physical variations among individuals. In 1937, Megele began studying under Germany's leading expert on twins at the Institute for Hereditary Biology and Racial Hygiene, becoming a member of both Nazi Party and SS. Due to his medical knowledge, he was drafted into Army service on the Eastern Front, but suffered severe injuries which sent him later back to Kaiser Wilhelm Institute for Anthropology, Human Genetics, and Eugenics, where he eventually received Iron Cross First Class Medal for saving two German soldiers from burning tanks during battle. In 1943, Megele was sent to Auschwitz and soon earned notoriety as the Angel of Death, as his primary responsibility at Auschwitz was selecting workers of those designated for execution through its gas chambers. These could range from healthy children, elderly individuals, and pregnant women deemed unsuitable for work. Reports indicate he took great pleasure in scrutinizing victims while whistling songs while making life or death decisions. However, his fascination for twins distinguished his criminal acts more. Megele observed numerous twins during his experiments at concentration camps. To alter their eye color, he would inject dye directly into their eyes through injection, often leading to blindness, in painful experiments designed to do just this. After collecting his victims' eyes for study of eye color inheritance, particularly Aryan traits like blue eyes, his unusual fascination was further highlighted when witnesses reported seeing tables set out at gypsy camps like Birkenau, with samples ranging from pale yellow hues all the way through bright blue, green, and violet samples for study. Witness accounts recall finding tables filled with samples ranging from pale yellow shades through bright blue to variant blue-green or violet eyes displayed as specimens on tables laid out to investigate them for further research amidst all this madness. Witness accounts recall encountering tables like this, as witness accounts have encountered tables full of specimen eyes featuring various hues like these, and this phenomenon fascinated Megele as much. Witness accounts recall coming across tables, full tables, showing all varieties displaying all kinds of samples of eyes from pale yellow through bright blue, green, or violet. Witness accounts recall coming across tables at Birkenau camp, showing samples ranging from pale yellow through bright blue, green, or violet, giving witness accounts from Birkenau showing examples ranging from pale yellow through bright blue through vivid violet. Many at the camp found Megele charming and approachable. Many even took to calling him Uncle Megele. Yet unaware of the horrors in store for them, Megele provided some semblance of normalcy for children by setting up makeshift kindergartens. Yet these same children later fell prey to cruel experiments conducted without anesthesia, such as on dwarfs, pregnant women, amputations, tooth extractions, even improvised sex change operations performed under his watch, measuring its effects on human sanity while testing its limits further than ever imagined before, pushing human endurance beyond any imagined limits of human endurance in total isolation conditions. Megele conducted perhaps his most shocking experiment by stitching twins together and creating conjoined twins, an unacceptable perversion of nature. Witness accounts recall an unbearable smell of gangrene emanating from these tortured victims. Ava Moses Kaur, a twin herself and survivor of this camp experiment, shared details describing it. Blood vessels and organs connected caused excruciating pain, while victims screamed through the night until succumbing to gangrene within 3 days. As The Guardian documents, accounts of Mengele's actions come mainly from witnesses in both German armies and survivors themselves. There are no written accounts detailing his experiments. Strangely enough, many campmates found Mengele likable, and many described him as always smiling and courteous, while his charm belied monstrous schemes that he devised. After World War II, Mengele took refuge in hiding, working initially as a farmhand before eventually obtaining an alias visa and fleeing to Argentina under an assumed identity. Unfortunately for him, his wife chose not to come with him and left instead. Once there, he worked as a carpenter before it became public that he had also illegally practiced medicine, including abortions, without proper licensing from authorities in Argentina. Although his name surfaced during the Nuremberg trials, many believed him dead. However, this became a priority target during the Nazi hunt. Israeli intelligence agency Mossad spent years trying to locate Mengele, but ultimately was unsuccessful. He died suddenly from a stroke while swimming at a pool in Brazil in 1976. Mengele lived a poverty-stricken life post-war, as revealed through the release of 86 letters from Sao Paulo police archives. In these letters, he showed no regret for taking unworthy lives, continued being racist, and claimed their success could be traced to limited interbreeding between Jewish populations and themselves. Ralph Mengele was often critical of his father's actions, but could never abandon him completely. Ralph would visit Mengele at Sao Paulo during the 1970s and described him as being fearful, depressed, and thinking about suicide, an indication of Mengele's unceasing karma until its conclusion. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, take care and keep exploring.